approaches and booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? You ready?
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. That'll be complete to Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. And he's out right at the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Dude, fellas, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing again is Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
64 weeks.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Love. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Touchdown, Vikings! Corey Grant, 33 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this down or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
50-50.
To throw again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 42 yards on the ground. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mark 22, Mark 22.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford able to get this to Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. He'll take a shot for the end. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Hey, high 7.
To try again after the sack. Stafford into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. The quick slant caught. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Corey Grant. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touch, Marr to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Stafford now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
22.
Stafford now to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Johnson's got it complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford dancing to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
He completes it to Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Like 22.
Throwing is Stafford. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to throw, Stafford. Yeah, that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin them deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Let's go. Strong play. Real right, 22.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Go! Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 42. Orbit. Wild Bill. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Let's get the ball. Check. 42. Blue dot Porkers. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 60 orange. Bring it. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Damon Harrison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Check pass. Check pass. Mike 40, Mike pass.
From the gun, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. On 1st down at Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's just a 2nd and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get him, let's get him.
59!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 4, check 4.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a line 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
58 to Mike, 58.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Stafford. Complete to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16.
50-50.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Corey Littleton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Matchbox, light. 40's Mike. High 7, let's go. Boot, watch the boot. Hey, 40's Mike. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man.